only have a limited number that we can ship out right now because it is very, very popular. We're going to go to the phones. Hi, you're on the air with Lisa. And Kevin, what's your name?
Hi, Lisa. It's Renee from California.
Hey, Renee. Chris is over there kind of giving us a look at how to use the ladder there.
I got to tell you something. I have this ladder. It is awesome.
Oh, now what do you use it for, Renee?
Everybody wants this ladder. I live in an apartment with vaulted ceilings. Uh-oh.
What's up, YouTube? Okay, so I need to hurry up and do what I need to do before the bells and whistles start ringing in the hallway. Now here I am once again multitasking. Some of the things I like to enjoy watching is like black-owned pets. I hate melanated people calling each other black. I hate society calling us black. I wish we just, man, we're people. We're not a color. Anyway, that's the name of this channel, and it's a bunch of melanated folks with their pets, and this shit's funny. I turned a young lady got turned on to my channel, and she had told me that she watched a video, and this is the video that she watched. And when she was explaining it to me, I was like, Steve Harvey, talking about 20-year-olds. I was like, I'm glad you watched it, but shit, I have no idea what was said on that video. So boom, I went and I looked, and I was like, oh, okay. And of course, whenever there's a red line, that means you've watched it. And yeah, I was watching it today. Same thing, like down here, you see on his open thoughts, that little red line that's at the bottom. Of course, if you're a YouTuber, if you like watching YouTube videos, I'm just letting you know, if you didn't know, that red line down there will let you know that you watched that video. You know what I'm saying? So that way, if you see the title, you be like, oh, and you're like, oh, but I watched that. You know what I mean? That type of thing. So anyway, that video that I was rendering, that you saw me, rendering down here, publishing, rendering, whatever, that was a video that I recorded earlier this morning, a couple hours ago actually. And it's all about, examples of what I think beauty is. If you watch that video, I had a lineup of females, and I went, through to their Instagram or their YouTube page, and I tried to give you a reason why you should go check them out. But it's mainly to show you that, as far as what I think beauty is, you know what I'm saying, my thoughts of what beauty is may be different from what your thoughts of what beauty is. Alright, so I'm trying to give you examples of why I would think somebody is cute, beautiful, gorgeous, whatever. You know what I mean? But it's more than a superficial thing. Beauty is only skin deep. So these ladies that I choose to put up on that type of pedestal, yeah, man, I have seen them over some time, and I put them on my list because of that factor. It's like, okay, I like this about her, I like that about her, and the extra perk is that she's pretty. You know what I mean? But let's get into this list. Karrueche Tran. Karrueche Tran, I've seen her on Ridiculousness, and she looked so fucking comfortable. You know what I'm saying? She had like one leg folded under the other, and when I seen her, I seen that caramel skin, just shiny and freshly shaved, and her legs. And I was like, oh my God. And her toes, were glistening. No, I'm bullshitting. But she was, and I was listening to the way she was commenting, on the videos. I was seeing her reactions to the videos, and Rob Dyrdek, he likes to get his hosts and co-hosts, involved in conversation. You know what I'm saying? And either Steele or Brim will, reply to something, or the extra co-host would respond, and by her being the co-host sometimes, or even a guest, the way that her mind clicked. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, this fucking female is more than just a pretty face. So anyway, check her out. Check out some interviews and things like that, and see if you see what I'm seeing. I see seashores. I see seashells on the seashore. Ain't that a bitch? Anyway, Aaliyah Will. I am into cosplay. I like cosplay. I like cosplay like I like furries. Okay? But I think cosplay is sexier. And these ladies that get into cosplay, man, I'm into physiques and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I like tits and ass. I like curves. And I like well-proportioned, female physiques. And sometimes you come across them and you're like, oh, they're fucking gorgeous. And I happened to come across one here recently, and that's Aaliyah Will. And I was like, okay, is their titties fake? Are they real? Are they fake? Are they real? I don't care. But then when you look over here, they're sitting up the way they're supposed to sit. But then when you look over here with this braless dress, I'm like, oh shit, they're not sitting up high like they are on this other picture. So I can only assume that they're real. And that's extra points for me. I'm like, that's man, you make my mouth water with that shit. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen the movie Boomerang? And it was in the editing room, editing some video. Grace Jones, there was editing some video from Grace Jones. And Melvin Van Peebles, he's the older gentleman in that scene. And they were like, is that a nipple? Is that a nipple? And he was like, no, that's not a nipple. And he was like, yeah, that's a nipple. Reason why I know is because my mouth is watering. Boomerang is a classic movie. You gotta go check it out. Anyway, this young lady right here, you know what I'm saying, very talented, very gorgeous. Go check her out. Aaliyah Will. The next lady is Demetria Obelor. I really don't know how to pronounce her last name, but this woman right here, she news, like a weather girl. She might have been one of the newscasters, and she's, when I say full figure, I'm talking about, look, man, look, it's right there. It's right there. But then when you see her in a dress, that's a dress. That's a dress. Look at the dress right here. You know what I'm saying? So she's got cakes. You know what I'm saying? Yams, yeeks. You know what I'm saying? Cheeks. And she's got the cha-chas, the tatas, titis, chi-chis. You know what I'm saying? She's got a beautiful smile. Hair natural. You know what I'm saying? Body natural. But this woman is a gamer. She's a foodie. You know what I'm saying? She's into travel. She's into video blogging. Oh, I just not seen this. My bad. And fashion, video blogging, traveling, food, podcasting, TV personality. Right here too. She's a journalist, television personality, actress. That journalist is, like I say, on the news, and it's like, if you get bored and you're flipping through some cable channels, what I mean, I know nowadays in the 2000s, folks aren't sitting at home watching cable like people of my generation did. You know what I'm saying? And you flip through, and every now and then you flip through the Spanish channel, Telemundo. E sono qui, guarda qui, chi era Telemundo. Univision. You know what I'm saying? And for the fellas, we get on there and get our eye candy. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the females like their tall, dark, and handsome looking Hispanic guys, even though majority of them aren't tall. They're not tall. But anyway, they're tall, dark, and handsome type guys. This young lady right here, she's a total package. You know what I'm saying? So she's on my list of beautiful, gorgeous ladies. And I hope you go and check her out. Demetria Obelar. This woman right here, Delicia J. I came across her channel maybe a couple of months ago. It was like early in the morning, like 3 in the morning. And then boom, I seen her channel on, on my homepage, where videos are recommended. And I was like, who's this young lady just, smiling and, you know what I'm saying, looking cute and shit? See, like right here, these are the type thumbnails that I was looking at. And I was like, oh shit, let me check her out. And she was live. So I was like, okay, let me see what she's talking about. And then boom, I heard a hell of a melody, like an R&B melody, you know what I'm saying, slow wine groove. And I heard the hooks, or and the melody and the hooks was looping, and the title was like, come chill with me while I'm cooking up something special or something like that. And what she was doing was she was creating a song over her live stream, and she was talking back and forth with her chat, while she was cooking up this song. And I was listening, just kind of lurking, and then I greeted the chat, greeted her, and she responded, the chat responded, and they welcomed me in there. And then I was listening, and I was like, damn. I ended up falling asleep, and I woke up like an hour or two later, was multitasking, came back, and she was, because I left her tab open, and I was like, she was still at it. And I was like, well, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, I was hooked. Every morning, damn near every morning, I look for her channel. I look to see if she's live streaming, because I can listen to her cook up a melody, a song, while I'm doing other things. So I hope that you can vibe with her, check her out. As far as the looks and things like that go, that's right up my alley. She has the type of beauty that I say, I like the look that you get from the girl next door. The girl next door being that female that other guys, they're not checking for her. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for all the other shit, but they're overlooking her. And she's like, I'm a girl too. I'm a woman too. You know what I'm saying? But they're not fucking with her because she's not showing her body. She's not wearing tight clothes and shit like that. But if you see her at the swimming pool, you be like, damn. And then they all on her titties, you know what I'm saying? They just all on her, and then she's looking like, shit, now I'm hot, now you all on me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that a bitch? You know what I mean? But me, I'm like, fuck them. I'm gonna kick it with her if she let me. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of beauty that I'm with. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they want to get with a man or a woman that looks so good that when they walk in a room, the whole room is looking at the person that they brought along with them. And they think that that's where it's at. And me, I'm like, it's got to balance out. You know what I'm saying? And she balances it out. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure when she walks into a room, that smile is going to be what captivates everybody when she walks into the room, whenever she walks in. You know what I'm saying? and then her personality will keep everybody entrapped into her beauty and her charm and her presence. So check her out, you know what I'm saying? I compliment her a lot. The next lady, Kalani Rogers, I seen her in some skits, and I was like, oh shit, you talking about body. Man, she's gorgeous, you know what I'm saying? Her tit to ass ratio is on point. You know what I'm saying? Very well balanced. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at right here. Well, that doesn't really tell you much. But when you look right here, and in this picture right here, you see she's not wide and in the hips, but yet you can see where her waist is smaller than her hips. You know what I'm saying? So she's still got an hourglass figure, and she's got titties, and she's got an ass. You know what I'm saying? It's not like these BBLs and all these breast implant type chicks. You know what I mean? But she's got beauty. She's got brains. I'm trying to read to see if it's going to, use those words to explain, you know what I'm saying? Before I start running off at the mouth, I'm like, oh, it's right there. Oh, it's right there. Anyway, yeah, she's cute as fuck. She's talented as fuck. And she gives you reason to compliment her. And I'd like for you to check out her page so you can form your own opinion. Alright? This woman right here, Kaomi Leslie, much like Kalani, I seen her in skits, and I was like, okay, she's talented. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to, she knows how to hold her own, and even though she's the co-star on these other people's video, she's not taking the role from them, but she is, cause it's like she's caked up. You can see like right here, you know what I'm saying? It's like Doja Cat says, you can see it from the front, you can see it from the back. You know what I mean? And I believe she's all natural. And I'm just like, god damn, she's stacked. You know what I'm saying? She's stacked. She's stacked. And she's beautiful. She's got a great smile. Love her giggle. You know what I'm saying? And her personality to match. And I'm just like, yo, man, she's just, she deserves to be on somebody's list of, beautiful women. Including, she's already on mine, but she needs to be on other people's radar as well. And then you got Maya. This Colombian, man, I like watching videos, from people who are in other countries. You know what I'm saying? When they're in their own hometowns or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because there's something about people who are not from America or who are not from big cities and shit like that. It's something about them that I'm like, man, if I was younger and I had known about these different worlds, I wouldn't have gotten so comfortable with all the comforts that America has. You know what I'm saying? It's like we get here and we get complacent. I'm not going to use a big word because I don't know the definition. We get here and we find so many things that, that we don't want to give up. We chase after shit that we want to attain because we didn't have it when we was younger. And we think that we're going to die with it when it's not that. The simple pleasures in life, you know what I'm saying? That's the shit that it's going to come close. You know what I'm saying? Because I think on our deathbeds, we're going to think about the things that made us the most happiest. You know what I'm saying? And if materialistic things is on a person's mind like that, oh shit, I don't know what to say. But when I see Maya in these videos, I'm just like, damn, if I was your boyfriend, You know what I'm saying? In this village that you're in. You know what I'm saying? If I was your cameraman, you know what I'm saying? We can get it in. Such a fucking pervert. You know what I mean? But still, I'm like, damn, you know, we got some bushes over here. We got a tree we can duck behind. You know what I mean? Look at her. You know what I'm saying? She's wiping off her ass like, you know, we just, man, look, okay, fuck it. My bad. I'm over here infatuated. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I talk about videos on relationships, I'm like, you got all these different phases. You got puppy love, you got infatuation, you know what I'm saying? You got lust and all that shit. And here I am just lusting and being infatuated. But that's the level of beauty that I like. You know what I'm saying? If I was to have a life partner, I would want to have that feeling every day of my life with her. And she'd have to know it. Because, you know, I don't want her to be looking at me like, you're a creep. Why are you staring at me like that? Stop it. You know, I want her to embrace it and be like, boy, you making me wet. Anyway, on to the next lady. But yeah, check out Mia. Here's her channel. And she's got her Instagram and all the other shit too. Her other social medias. Check her out and, you know, see how she make your inner thighs feel. Now, I'm bullshit. No, I'm not. Yes, no, I'm not. Anyway, Afro Guajira. Guajira. This woman here, look at this picture. She's another female that's nice and thin. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get it fucked up. I love my curvy women like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm a athletic built type. I like females that have that athletic build. You know, they're toned up. You know, kind of that basketball. You know what I'm saying? With the nice no, not basketball, but it's like well proportioned, tits to ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm more into that than I am, you know, just the other shapes. You know what I'm saying? The other physiques. But still, I'm going on 50, and out of every physique that I've had, they're not here now because of one thing or another. You know what I'm saying? So been there, done that, been in it. You know what I'm saying? And moved on to the next. So some things are overrated, but beauty, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing it everywhere, and I'm glad that it's out there. But back to this young lady here. She's on my radar because of what she brings to the table. You know what I'm saying? She travels around. She allows us to see what she's doing when she's moving around, and as she's video blogging and she's living her life. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can see that it's the simple things that she's enjoying out of life. She's not needing to have all these comforts and things that we lust over. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I like the way she keeps her hair natural. As far as makeup goes, I'm pretty sure she looks gorgeous, beautiful with makeup on. But without makeup, it's like, what's up? Look at this. Look at her legs on this one. It looked like she got dirt on her legs. And I'm like, oh my God, that's even more attractive. Because, you know, you see how she's look like she's taking a shower? Well, it's like, yo, I know she's a clean person. So, you know, if I was in her life, I'm like, get as dirty as you want to get. Hey, look, I'm getting dirty too. I think we need to go take a shower. So anyway, you know, go check out her channel, her Instagram channel. She's on YouTube as well, and I'm pretty sure you'll find her. She's not hard to find. All right, let's go to the next young lady. Okay. Now this is what fucks me up. This is Jazz. All right. And it looks like her whole name is Jasmine Tiana. Okay, now this is her picture right there. That's her in these thumbnails. But this woman right here looks like that one actress. Did you see that Mad Max with Charlize Theron in it? And how she was it Thunder Road or some shit? And how she tried to run away with those girls who were just there to be bred for babies, and that one real light-skinned female who looked like she could have been Caucasian was along with those females. Well, that's who this young lady reminds me of. She reminds me of that actress. And on top of that, it don't look like she looks anything like this young lady right here. So that throws me off. But I'm like, 2 tears in a bucket, fuck it. Back to what I think about this woman's beauty. She's thin. And you see this video. You got this video right here with her squatting down, checking out some plants or some shit. And then you got her leaned over, checking out some groceries and shit. And like both of those poses are sexy as fuck. Now, I'm not in a sexual mood. Like by choice. I'm always in a sexual mood. And I'm always, seeing the sexy side of shit. I'm surrounded by women. You know what I mean? As far as the way that my life is right now. And I'm constantly having to be appropriate. You know what I'm saying? But my mind is telling me yes when the world is telling me no. So anyway, Jasmine is another woman that I have on my beauty list because she's much more than a pretty face. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see what type of woman she is, and I hope that she's more than just a pretty face. And I hope that you'll come check her out and see what she has to offer. She only has 17 videos up, and I wasn't able to find Instagram, but she's like, child, we gonna figure it out together when it comes down to, her when it comes down to the description of her channel biography. She's like, child, we gonna figure it out. And that is interesting. You know what I'm saying? That's why I subscribe. 'Cause I'm like, okay, let me see what kind of videos she posts next. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to get off of here. This is going to be a part 2 to go along with this video right here that I'm making. And it is, the examples of what beauty is to me. Part 1 and part 2. And I hope you enjoy. But I hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good night. Hope you have a good morning. Peace.
Give them prayer hands, say what's up America. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica. Shout out to my